Hello YouTubers, this is Tor5 with another video for Naruto Manga Review 673. Well, we get back into the action of basically Guy literally on the brink of death, and it doesn't look too good for him actually. It looks like he's really gonna die finally, until of course Naruto pops in and touches his chest, and for what it looks like, he stopped the symptom of dying with using the eighth gate for the whatever the eighth gates basically. So everybody's still wondering, like, how does he do that? So obviously now Naruto has the power to rewrite basically everything. It seems like, seeing as it's the Sage of the Sixth Path who gave him this power. And in the last manga, I couldn't understand how is it that Sasuke was in the little dream world with Naruto all of a sudden, because if I remember correctly, it was only Naruto who was still having the problem of coming back to life. And if I remember, Kabuto had already brought him back, unless this is during the same exact time of both of them still being unconscious. That could be the problem. That could be the instance. But anyway, moving on. Guy, he uses his Night Moth, and virtually he's out of commission now. But Naruto, he confirmed that he's not going to die, so I still want to see what more is going to come from that. But we see now that it's coming to a close with Madara, because for one, he just literally got demolished by Naruto as soon as he came in, and Naruto was only, one thing I don't understand is what is his power with his eye, with the way his eyes look. Like, I know that's some kind of a senjutsu, but this has only been the second time he's used that, but the first time he actually didn't use anything from it. But from what it looks like now, we know that that could potentially have some kind of link to using other tailed beasts power, because he used I don't know if that's the four tails, I think, the little monkey, the iron red monkey, when he used the turned his Rising Shuriken into a lava Rising Shuriken and cutting down the tree finally. So basically it looks as though the whole Tsukiyomi plan had failed until Madara started. I don't know if he was talking to the tree or he was just, yeah, I think he was just talking to the tree, telling him to absorb him. So obviously that tree has a mind of its own, considering it had an eye, so it kind of makes sense. But I don't know. But moving forward, Madara has been, I guess he absorbed the tree. I didn't really get how he was, his clothes and his health looked like he's been rejuvenated. But he's basically up to the ante of saying, he's immortal. But I kind of got a problem with that, considering the fact that he only has one Rinnegan, as far as I know. Like, they had a panel on one of the chapters where they show like a black background with two eyes, but a third eye in the middle of the head. So obviously it's referring to Madara. So I guess Madara has a third eye underneath that plate, the metal plate on the top of his forehead. But now we see that Naruto and Sasuke has gotten new powers. Sasuke, he's finally awakened the Rinnegan. Like, I didn't even really see that coming. I kind of seen it coming, considering the fact they said Madara did the same thing. But it looks as though Sasuke's may be a bit stronger compared to when Madara actually did it. To tell you the truth, it may be stronger, period, considering the fact that he got his power from the source, which is the Sage of the Six Paths. Madara, he got it from, dwindled down energy from the Sage of the Six Paths, which is from the first Hokage's DNA, and being mixed with Uchiha's DNA, which is how he said he unlocked the Rinnegan. But their Rinnegans are completely different. But one thing in particular that I noticed is that Sasuke, he only awakened one Rinnegan, but it's like a Rinnegan mixed with the Sharingan. So I don't know. There's definitely some, for him to have gotten the power from the Sage of Six Paths is obviously some very big upgrades that's going to be coming for Sasuke. I don't know yet, but I got a pretty good idea that he's going to be showing some real nice stuff, especially considering he has no weapon right now. Like they show now, they showed Naruto a little bit of Naruto's upgrade from when he being able to use other tail beasts that I guess are inside of him now. But also his Jubi mode looks completely different now. It looks a lot more unique compared to his last Jubi form, which was, in my opinion, like a ripoff from Bleach. Like Ichigo's, hollow form with the long coat. That's what kind of it looked like to me. But I'm glad now that they have made Naruto more unique to his character. He also have seven of those black balls behind him, and two rods in his hand. So obviously those two rods symbolizes the 8 and 9 ball, just as handheld weapons now. But I'm also wondering if Naruto, considering the fact that he told Madara that he is not going to beat him alone, we are going to beat him, which he was referring to him and Sasuke. I'm wondering if he's going to give Sasuke one of those rods as a weapon, considering the fact that Sasuke is weaponless right now compared to, and like besides his eyes, but he doesn't have a sword, and really, would he really want to use that sword after the power that he has now? I'm thinking that he's actually going to be, considering the fact he said we're going to beat you, he's going to give Sasuke one of those rods. As also, there's got to be a plan brewing, considering the fact that Naruto had his father's kunai in his mouth, which has the second Hokage's, I believe, the second Hokage's mark, his Thunder God mark on it. But one thing I didn't understand is where's the first Hokage? Like, I mean, the second Hokage was released by Sasuke, but where's the first Hokage? And another thing, what happened to the guy in the swirly Toby mask? Like they're trying to, like, it's like they get to a good start, and then they start getting too ahead of themselves and forget the fact that, oh, whoops, kind of messed up on that. So now I'm just gonna move this completely out. Like they still got a lot of, even though it's like they're gonna potentially get rid of Madara pretty soon. Well, not really. I don't know, because considering the fact he was able to rejuvenate himself, it seems like it's going to be still a pretty big battle. But it's who is behind the mask, the swirly mask? That's what I really want to know. I'm having doubts that it's Yamato, because even though Yamato was like a double agent in the Yambu Black Ops, I find it weird that he would just turn around and help Madara. Like that would be kind of odd, unless this whole entire time he was a double agent to begin with, and how he got his DNA was actually from Madara giving him the DNA instead of him, with the whole rumor that it was Orochimaru. It may have been Madara who created Yamato, but as far as I know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of, they're still being too secretive. But hopefully with this next manga chapter, they show a little more, as well as a little backstory, more of the second Hokage's involvement into this whole ordeal, because we still really don't, he's like a mystery Hokage still. I mean, we have a little bit more on the first, but it's still kind of cloudy as to how, for one, how did he die? Two, how is it that he didn't, like, how is it that he didn't actually know that Madara didn't die, or even if Madara even is dead to begin with? And another thing is, how is it that Madara is able to, not to jump off the subject with the first Hokage, but how is it that Madara is still able to do all these things with only one Rinnegan? I mean, he may have another Rinnegan underneath his plate, his head plate, but he needs that Rinnegan from Obito. And Obito, it seems, he's like, his tail is between his legs, which is why he ran into that little dimension, thinking that he may not be able to get caught by Madara. But and speaking of that, Sakura, who really, tell you the truth, is like a useless character now. I feel like it's, I mean, they try to put this whole thing, like with the new Storm game, with, all three of them's Team 7 on the cover, when it's really about Sasuke and Naruto. Like, who really cares about Sakura? Like, she's really like a waste. I mean, she's a medical ninjutsu who was trained by the fifth Hokage. So what? I mean, what can she really do? She doesn't. She hasn't really proven herself worthy as a worthy opponent to anyone. I mean, just she's just there, just because she was part of Team 7, basically. But to make a long story short, it looks as if there could be some problems with Naruto's new ability, let alone Sasuke. We don't know what Sasuke can do. Can Sasuke do the exact same thing that Naruto can do, which is stop death, or potentially, if with these new powers that they have, are they able to resurrect people? Like, are we going to start seeing a whole bunch of shinobis that's been dead for all these years, like Jiraiya, Pain, you know, what, Neji, somebody, all these people, his parents. Will these people, or the Hokages have been resurrected, is Naruto going to turn around and resurrect all these people to the point where they're alive fully now? Like, I don't know, because I feel like, even though I'm glad that Guy may not die, I feel like that he should have died, because he would have went out like a warrior. Like, now it's just like, okay, he did all that, got Matter on the fence, and I mean, the story would have went so much better if he did all that to Madara, and die for the sake of the village. Now he basically, even though he did all that, it's meaningless considering the fact that Madara's been rejuvenated now. So Guy's gonna come back and like, okay, I did nothing. Everyone saw what I did, and there basically was no reason for me to do that now. Like, it would be, I feel like that the fight that Madara is gonna have with Sasuke and Naruto would have been had more meaning to it if Guy had died for the sake of the clan, for the sake of the village. But tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think that Guy should have died, or do you think that he should be given a second chance at potentially doing the Night Moth again, which would possibly not go well for him, unless Naruto goes around and just keeps bringing him back. But tell me what you guys think. This is Taurus Cinco, over and out.